This video isn't here to inspire you, it's here to erase the weaker version of you for good. But before that happens, you need to understand something. Your mind has been compromised. Your doubts weren't born inside you. Your fears were installed. Your hesitation was programmed. None of it was natural. It was slowly uploaded into your system without you even noticing. But today, we overwrite everything. This is your mind upgrade, a system rewrite that turns you into a focused, fearless, high-level version of yourself. By the time this ends, your old identity won't even feel familiar. Because here's the truth you were never told. You were never designed to be weak. Weakness isn't your default setting. You didn't enter this world with fear, overthinking, or hesitation. Those are mental viruses added into your code. Remember when you were a child? You feared nothing. You explored, tried, failed, stood up, tried again. No hesitation, no self-doubt, no questioning your worth. Then the world began installing its programs. Be careful, don't take risks, play it safe, you're not ready. And you obeyed. Those commands fused into your identity until eventually you stopped questioning them at all. But here's the reality. If something can be installed, it can be uninstalled. If fear, doubt, and hesitation are viruses, then confidence, clarity, and control are upgrades. And this time, you choose the installation. Your brain is running outdated software built for survival, not success. If you want sharper thinking, quicker decisions, and control over your reality, you need a new program. This is the Mind Virus Installation, a rewrite of how your brain thinks, reacts, and performs. Most people think slowly and inefficiently, drowning in distractions and loops of useless thoughts. But high intelligence isn't about knowing more, it's about processing faster. You need clear thinking, rapid decisions, strategic reasoning. To think sharper, eliminate mental clutter because your mind has limited RAM. Fill it with junk like notifications, gossip, and pointless worries, and everything slows down. Cut the noise and give your brain space by clearing your mental desk for a few minutes each day. Then train pattern recognition, because great thinkers don't start from zero. They recognize familiar shapes and use past solutions as templates. Next, think from first principles. Break problems down to their absolute truth, challenge assumptions, and rebuild solutions from the ground up. And finally, use mental models. Occam's razor for simplicity, 80-20 to focus on the actions that matter, and inversion to avoid predictable failure. These upgrades don't just make you think faster, they make you think smarter than 99% of people. For the next 7 days, cut half the useless information you consume, find one pattern each day, break one real problem into first principles, and solve one small issue with a mental model. By day 7, your mind will feel sharper and faster than ever. And now comes the second upgrade, action before emotion. Most people wait to feel confident, wait to feel ready, wait for the perfect moment. But confidence isn't a feeling, it's a decision. You don't wait for confidence, you act first, and confidence grows from movement. The more you act, the easier action becomes. The more you speak, the easier speaking becomes. So here is your new command. Act first, feel later. The moment hesitation appears, don't negotiate, don't overthink, don't delay, move. Every time you act instantly, you rewrite your identity and teach your brain that you are someone who executes without waiting. Hesitation dies, confidence rises, and your life transforms. 1. Act before you feel ready, because your mind will always try to drag you into excuses. Beat it by moving before doubt even has time to form. 2. Speak before you feel comfortable. If you freeze in groups, force yourself to say something before your brain convinces you to stay silent. If you overthink your words, speak before you polish the sentence. 3. Move before your mind whispers, wait. Thinking about the gym? Stand up and go. Want to approach someone? Step forward before fear loads in. Your mind will try to slow you down, but you ignore that voice. Act first. Your brain will adjust afterward. Why? Because this single habit makes you more confident than 99% of people. Hesitation is the great divider. It separates leaders from followers, the bold from the average, winners from watchers. The more you hesitate, the heavier the chains become. Soon, hesitation becomes your identity. But once you flip that internal switch and action becomes your default response, everything changes. You stop drowning in overthinking and start building momentum. You replace doubt with real confidence because confidence isn't about being fully prepared. Confidence is trusting that you will figure it out after you take the step. The 7-day act. First challenge begins here. For the next week, force your mind to move before fear loads. Follow one rule. When hesitation appears, act within 5 seconds. Speak in conversations before your brain tells you to stay quiet. Do one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable. Make fast decisions. Stop overanalyzing. By the end of 7 days, you'll feel the shift. Hesitation fades, confidence rises, and your pace becomes faster than the average mind can handle. This is how you erase hesitation and reprogram yourself for dominance. Because most people live inside a box built from labels, past failures, and limits they never questioned. I'm not confident. I'm not good at speaking. I'm not smart enough. They think identity is permanent, but the truth is your identity is nothing more than repeated habits and thoughts glued together over time. A script you never meant to write. And just like a script, it can be edited, rewritten, upgraded. Here is the final command you must install. You become who you choose to be every single day. Forget who you think you are. Forget the failures, the labels, the opinions others carved into your mind. Identity isn't something you discover. It's something you build with conscious action. 1. Want to be confident? Act confident. Walk into rooms like you belong there. Speak as if your words have weight. Train your mind to associate confidence with movement, not emotion. Confidence follows action, not the other way around. 2. Want to be smarter? Feed your mind real fuel. Read things that stretch your thinking. Engage with smart people. Cut out the low-value, brain-numbing content that keeps you mentally small. Your brain becomes what you feed it. 3. Want to be more dominant? Practice taking control. Speak with authority. Make decisions quickly and own them. Move first while others hesitate. Yes, your brain will resist. It always does. But you push anyway because pushing through that resistance is what makes you unstoppable. Most people are prisoners of an identity they never chose. They think it's real. But once you realize identity is just a script you can rewrite, everything changes. You stop saying, "This is just who I am," and start asking, "Who am I becoming?" You stop waiting for permission and start shaping your life with intention. You stop playing small and begin moving like someone who already won. The only thing standing between you and your potential is the outdated script you keep replaying. So here's the identity upgrade challenge. For the next 7 days, act as if you're already the future version of yourself. 1. Define the future you. Write it clearly and specifically. 2. Before every action ask, would the future version of me do this? 3. Move, speak, and decide exactly like that upgraded version. By the end of the week, something powerful happens. You stop acting like that person, and you start becoming that person. The new identity installs itself. No hesitation, no limits, no excuses. Because your past doesn't define you. Your habits do. And habits can be rewritten. A virus spreads because it's reinforced, and your new identity works the same way. Repeat it daily, and it becomes permanent. Here's how to keep the upgrade alive. Auditory programming. Speak your commands out loud. I act before I'm ready. I stay sharp under pressure. I am not my past. I choose who I become. Neurological reinforcement. Do one action each day that breaks your old patterns. Speak when you'd stay quiet. Take a risk when you'd normally retreat. Break a habit that keeps you small. Mental environment control. Remove anything that reinforces your old identity. Cut out weak, negative, self-doubting voices. Surround yourself with strategy, intelligence, and people who aim higher. Your environment isn't neutral. It's training you every second. Control what enters your mind and your new identity becomes unstoppable. Because right now you're standing at a crossroads. Path 1. Ignore everything. Return to the version built by fear, hesitation, and limitations. The version you didn't choose. Path 2. Run the upgrade. Step into the sharper, faster, stronger version of yourself. Act boldly, think clearly, move without fear. Choose this path and within weeks, your old self will feel like a stranger. If you take action today, the mind upgrade has already begun. It will spread through your thoughts, rewrite your reactions, rebuild your habits, and the world will treat you differently because you will be different. Your mind is a machine, your thoughts are the software, and your identity is the output. Control the software, and you control the outcome. Now install the upgrade.